What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's poppin'? Welcome to the channel. Okay, if this is your first time here, you guys, my name is Amy, and I make videos for the general public. Okay, that's what I do. That's my niche. Okay. So, you guys, I just wanted to do this video because I just feel like talking about it. I just feel like talking about it, right? So I know y'all seen the title, right? So I just want to tell y'all like what I mean when I say I chose to be a single mom, right? Okay, so I just feel like sometimes shit just happens and you end up in these situations and it's kind of like, so now when it comes to my son, right? So what happened was I had an ex homegirl, and when we went to her house, her boyfriend would have his homeboys there, and we were all mutual friends. We kicked it, whatever. So my child's father, right? So we had never ever been like romantically involved. We never sat on the phone and talked. None of that. We never did none of that. So we had all went to the club one night. Me and him ended up in a car, you know, whatever. We didn't do anything in the car, but we made plans. We made plans to meet up on another day, and you know what I'm saying, so we can get it out. We can get down or whatever. So I gave him the Addy or whatever, you know, and he came through. We used protection, you know what I'm saying. We did it the right way. We used 3 condoms, right? So the third condom broke. Like the whole tip came off. The whole tip came off, and it was inside of me. So he was like, damn, I don't want no more kids. I don't want no more kids or whatever. And I was just like, okay. Like, I didn't know. Like, I was confused because I was just like, damn, like, you know that I'm pregnant already? Like, that's soon. Anyway, right. Okay, so a couple weeks go by. Like, we had never, like, hooked up again or nothing, right? A couple weeks go by. I'm getting ready to go to work, and my sister was living with me at the time. And so I'm leaving out the door, and she was like, somebody pregnant. And I was like, okay, random. But I was just like, girl, what? Anyway, so I go to work, and did y'all see my eye twitching? Because I feel it. My eye been twitching like, I don't know what that means. Do y'all know what that means? But my eye been twitching like mud. So anyway, I go to work, and I was the cook at the time. So I go to work, and I'm trying to cook and shit, and I just can't. I'm smelling the food, and I was just like, what the hell? So I had been pregnant one time before my son, but I ended up having a miscarriage. When I was pregnant that time, I had the food sensitivity, and I was just like, damn. So when I went to work that day and that shit was happening, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I know what this means, bro. I know what this means. And I was like, hold on. So I called, and I'm like, I gotta take off, whatever. So I go to the dollar store. Absolutely. Somebody said that if you buy a pregnancy test from Dollar Tree, then you shouldn't be having kids. And I was just like, absolutely false, because nigga, the Dollar Tree pregnancy tests work just as well as the $20 pregnancy test. I'm actually smarter than that bitch, because why are you spending $20 on a pregnancy test when you can buy one for $1? What? Anyway, I go to Dollar Tree. I buy like 3 of them hoes. And so I take them, and whatever they said that I was, you know, positive or was pregnant or whatever. So I eventually reached out to him. I had let him know, right? So when I told him that I was pregnant, now this is where I say what I say when I say that I decided to be a single mom, or I chose to be a single mom. So pay attention, okay? You with me? Okay. So I called him and I told him that I was pregnant, and he was like, you need to get an abortion. And I was like, I'm not getting an abortion. You can move around. That's what I said. That's what I said to him, right? So he was like, okay. He came to see my baby. He was like, oh my God, my son, he looked just like me, whatever. But then he'd go back to the homies and be around everybody and be like, oh, Amy was doing X, Y, and Z. Like he knew Where he get that from? Who told him that? I don't know. So anyway, he says Amy was doing whoop wop, whatever. No, I wasn't. Not many motherfuckers can get this. Thank you. Anyway, he go all tell her, oh, that's not my baby, that's not my baby, and then right. So anyway, he came around, he was like, okay, well, let's try to do something. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that, because like I said, we had never before been romantically involved. We never sat on the phone and talked and none of that shit. We just hung out a little bit, not even a lot, just a little bit, mutually with everybody around. So he was over, he came over, he had seen Raylan, he saw my son, and he was like, I had to go to work, I had to do something, I had to go to work, and I was going to drop Raylan off with my mama or something like that. So I was dropping him off at his friend's house, and he gonna say, let me drop you off and take your car, and he said, I'm gonna drop you off at work, and I'm gonna take your car, and I'm gonna take my son, and we gonna be over here. And I'm just like, I don't even know you like that. First of all, I've never been one of those. I've never been one of them. Like, no, absolutely not. We can make a whole different type of schedule, because you're not taking my car. I've never been that girl. I've never been that girl. Like, here goes the keys. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. So anyway, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, no, we'll see you later. I'm gonna take my son to his grandma's. I'm gonna go to work, and we'll see you later. So he was like, all right, just drop me off. I dropped the nigga off. Never heard from him again. Never heard from him again. Okay, listen, I was just like, damn, that's crazy. But at the same time, I was like, that's fine, because I wasn't getting no fucking abortion at that time. Like, I had my son when I was like 27, and I was like, there's no way I'm aborting the baby. And I had already had custody of my little brothers at that time for a few years, because I got full custody of them when I was 20, and they were 3 and 4, and I raised them all the way up until they was 13 and 14. So I had them, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna abort my own. Like, that's crazy. I just refuse. I refuse to have an abortion. I never had one, and I refuse to have one. So I never heard from bro again. But also, I don't know. I felt like, we were just having sex because we wanted to have sex, and we all know the consequences and what can happen, when you have sex, even when you use protection. We all know this. So I did it, you feel me? And it happened, and I got pregnant, and I wasn't gonna abort the baby. Absolutely not at all. But he didn't want to have kids. We weren't in a relationship. We were just having sex. And I guess maybe to some, an abortion it's an option for them. It wasn't an option for me. I wasn't doing it. So I don't know. I kind of feel like, I knew that if I was going to have the baby, I was going to be solely 100% responsible for him, like on my own. I kind of knew that, because like I said, I had not had no other type of relations with this man. That was the first time we had that type of, that first day, that first time, that was the first time that he and I had any type of sexual relations. That was the first time. And I ended up pregnant, and it was nothing between us. So, I kind of just knew, and I chose that. That was my decision. I chose to have my baby because I wasn't gonna abort my child. I refused. Okay. And so that's why I say I chose to be a single mom, because I made the decision to lay down with him. We tried to use protection to prevent that from happening, but it happened. So do y'all think that, like, he gets a pass because of the situation? because of how it went down, because we hadn't never been involved romantically anyway. Do y'all think that he should have stuck around anyway and at least been, you know, in my baby's life, even though he didn't want to have kids and he was trying to prevent from having kids? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that, I don't know, is it a thing? Is me choosing to be a single mom, do y'all think that's even a thing? It's just something that happened, like, you know, I don't know. What do y'all think? But that's what happened. Like, I wasn't with this man. Like I said, we never been nothing, a thing. We've never been a thing. It was that one time. And a baby came out of it. Like, I just feel bad because my son, you know, has to live without him, without a father. But my baby's 11. Like, he's kind of, like, he did go through a phase where he asked questions and stuff and showed emotions about it. But like just a couple years ago, he was like, I don't even want a dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. But he said that, he was like, I don't even want a dad. Like, I was just like, I mean, damn. But the thing is, like, look at me, I'm great. I turned out great. I was raised by my grandmother, and I turned out wonderfully. So I had neither. You feel me? I feel bad that my son don't have his dad, but at the same time, he don't want for nothing. My child is not missing out on anything because he's not around at all. My baby is happy. Like, he's healthy, he's good. You feel me? He's great. He's spoiled. Absolutely. My children are. I'm so sorry that I'm not sorry that they are. Okay? They are. And that's why I say that. That's why I say that I chose to be a single mother, because I chose to keep the baby. I was not going to have an abortion just because he and I were not, like, in a relationship or involved romantically or anything like that. So that's why I say that, you know. Now, my daughter and her dad's around, but that's another situation. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about that. That was some planned shit. I was in a relationship. But anyway, I'm about to get off of that subject. I am going to see you guys in the next video. Okay, I am about to go. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Talk to me. I'll see y'all.
Familiar with the name? It's the Ryan Gang with the Ryan Gang.